One of the things that I would love to challenge our sisters is learn how to unite ourselves and learn how to identify with who is your tribe.
Yeah.
Because not everybody that you're in relationship with necessarily is your person.
So, sis, even with the accountability, do you think that could be an opportunity in friendships, not wanting to hold each other accountable?
Yeah, for various reasons.
Uh-huh.
Accountability is so vital in a friendship relationship. Here's why. Because I know you.
Yeah.
And I can see you going down a path that may not necessarily be a good one.
Right.
Or I could see, or I could sense that you're about to make a decision that is not favorable.
Yeah.
As your sister and friend, my job is to say, hey, sissy, look at it from a different perspective.
Absolutely.
And even if you may say or do something that is totally left, my job as your sister and your friend is to say, that wasn't right.
Or watch out for that person.
Or watch out for this and watch out for her, watch out for that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we're afraid to say that because we don't want that friend to be upset with us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you can't hold your friend accountable or correct them when they are wrong, then that is not a friendship.
That's not a friendship.
That is not a friendship. What you have is an associate.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be held accountable.
Yeah.
And that's the issue why I do not like it when we as women are in friendship relationships and we're being very fake and phony, because now when you are held accountable, that mirror is held in front of you, you get offended.
Right.
Because it messes up with this imagery that you have in your head.
Yeah.
And that's why as women, when we unite and we hold each other accountable and we empower one another, we soar.
Yeah. You mentioned that in regards to growing together in friendship. I've always said that from the beginning. I remember when you went back to college for some things, and I said, sis, what book are y'all reading?
Yeah.
Because this is the thing. It's not that I was afraid of you outgrowing me. I just didn't want to take the chance. I don't know why. Something's happening right here.
Getting emotional.
I didn't want the chance of losing the friendship because you continue to grow and I stayed here, because one of the things I hear, I wish we had what we used to. I value how we met.
Yeah.
I value all the years of things we went through, but I don't miss her.
Yeah.
Because it's like this new woman, it's like, oh my gosh, you're mature, you have matured in some things, you have gained a level of confidence. So why would I want her when we used to struggle with our confidence and knowing who we were and all these other things? I reminisce, but I don't want her.
Yeah.
I want the woman that you are now.
Yeah. And it's so funny you said that, because a lot of times when you hear women say, I want what we used to have, and I know what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that fun. They want that fun, that easy breezy, where it's not hard to connect. And there was that certain vibe that they had.
Yeah.
But what happened a lot of times when that type of relationship, and I'm speaking in terms of a healthy friendship.
Absolutely.
When a person starts to grow, you can't, as a friend, you can't help but to be challenged to grow as well.
Absolutely.
You're going to be challenged.
Yep.
That's why they say iron sharpens iron.
Yep.
And if you refuse to grow and you see that friend is starting to go to a completely different level, they're pivoting, you're eventually, you have that connection, you're going to have to start to launch with them.
You want to?
Some people don't. Some people are afraid of growth. Some women are afraid of learning something new.
Yeah.
And I dare say some women are too lazy to do something different and new. And I'm going to take it a bit further. Sometimes it's not even laziness or fear. It's you just don't know how to grow. You don't know how to pivot. And then so you see, you use me as an example when I decided to go back to school and, get my credentials in certain things and move forward, because I saw a future for myself, right? And you were like, yeah, You didn't want what I had.
That's right.
But you wanted to grow with me.
Yeah.
The same way when you gave birth to Women of More.
Yeah.
You know, we were in dialogue, just in conversation.
Yeah.
And you were like, Sissy, I'm thinking about da-da-da-da-da-da. And I said, what did you just say? You said,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about A, B, C, and D. And then
Yeah.
you said, because I want more.
Yeah. Let me tell the story.
Okay, tell the story.
Because I've always told this story without you being in the room.
Okay.
So the story was that I was going through different transitions. I'm going to get to the short story of it.
Yes.
When God gave me Women of More, There's More to You, you were the first person I called.
Yep.
And I said, sis, this is what just happened, da, da, da. And I said, this is the name. And you said, that's it. Because I gave you 2. And when I said Women of More, you said, that's it.
Yep.
And even in that,
Yes.
you helped fan the flame of my passion and my awareness that helped me navigate and go forward and move
Right.
into it. And that's similar to what you're saying right now, that in regards to growing, if you see your best friend, because some people don't call best friends, maybe your close friend,
Yes.
if you see the other person wanting more or desire something different, why wouldn't you want to be just as curious as she is
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah. And sometimes it's fear. And sometimes, let me stay with the fear aspect of it. It's because you're fearful that you're losing this friend because now they have a vision.
Yeah.
They have a goal.
Yeah.
And they're working towards that goal. And you don't see you in that vision and you don't see you in that goal. And sometimes it's because as you begin to pivot and you begin to collaborate with other people within your field, right?
Yeah.
I always say when you are educating yourself in the field that you're in, my God, it's like a light bulb, right?
Yeah.
Then you start collaborating with other people. That friend that is so used to who you used to be feels left out because
Right.
they can't connect with you on that level.
And that's why it's important.
And that's why it's important that you grow. And the growth doesn't necessarily look like you doing what they're doing. And sometimes you can't assist. I've seen that a lot
Yeah.
in whatever your friend is doing. But what I do challenge that person that is pivoting to a completely different level in their lives, make sure you take that friend with you. And it's not necessarily that they're doing what you're doing, but you're helping them wake up to the dreams and aspirations that may be laying dormant in their life.
Excellent.
Because the truth is, you're friends for a reason. And again, I'm going to keep saying this throughout the podcast, healthy relationship.
Right.
Because there's some relationships that are not healthy.
Yeah.
And helping that friend, and especially when you have a friend that might say, I miss you. We're not who we used to be.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. Don't ignore that and don't dismiss that.
Correct.
Ask the question, why do you feel that way?
Yeah.
Well, you're so busy with your business and growing, da-da-da-da-da. Okay. And perhaps the next question would be, yes, I am busy. Yes, my life is more demanding.
Yep.
Let's see how we could kind of carve our time, our sisterhood time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then the truth of the matter is, what they're really saying is, I miss you.
Absolutely. And sis, on that note, at a point there was a saying of, if you have friends that are, I don't know, help me out with this, needy, do I have to call my friends all the time or whatever the situation? That whole thing, and you know how I feel about it. I really don't like it.
Yeah.
Because if we're friends, I don't care if I call you 20 times a day.
Yeah. And
Or
you will.
text you
And you will.
1,000 times a day. Pick up, respond.
But here's the thing, too, though.
That doesn't mean that I'm needy, though.
It doesn't. But here's the thing. The right friend is going to respect and honor that.
Right.
You could call me 20 times a day. It does not bother me. And if I can't talk, I'm like, Sissy, I have to call you back.
Yeah.
I can't talk to you right now. And you're okay with that.
Right.
But I'm not going to beat you up over it because that might be your love language. And that's another thing. We got to identify who our friends are and what works for them. Like my love language is words of affirmation.
Right.
Like I hear in acts of service. So I hear what you're saying, but I can also hear what you're not saying.
Correct.
Right? So I'm like, okay. Where for you, your love language is quality time.
Right.
Okay, that's completely different from mine. But but I know you want to hang out and go shopping, da-da-da-da. And I may not be
you want to go shopping. Shopping is not that serious.
It's not. But the thing is, the right friend will be okay with who you are, is what I'm saying to you.
Right.
Like, I'm not I am a texter, but I'm not someone that's going to call you every single day. I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not that friend. But if you call me, I will pick up.
Right.
And a lot of times we're talking about absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
You know what I mean? But
or TikTok.
Or TikTok.
Video.
Like, girl, did you see my TikTok? You know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of having the type of friendship where you can be yourself.
Absolutely.
Where you have a confidant.
Yeah.
Where I can be like, sis, I'm just not myself.
Yeah.
And the beauty, and here's the thing, I want every woman to know, listen, when we focus on things that are good, things that are optimistic, right? And if we have that genuine friendship, work towards it, but also hold on to it.
Yeah.
Because you, believe it or not, and again, because I was that girl that used to say, I don't fool with women. Women are this, that, and the other. They're this, that. And now I look back, I'm like, girl, I was so immature.
Yes.
Because I need wonderful women like yourself in my life. And there's going to be levels of friendship.
Absolutely.
There's levels of it. I have friends, and they may not know the intimate details of my life.
Right.
But they know they could call me and they're like, Serge, da-da-da-da. I'm like, I got you. What's up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I may call you, my confidant, like, sis, I'm not myself.
Yeah. Yeah. And vice versa.
Yeah.
And you know, with that, because when we have those moments, and sometimes it's unfair, but I think that's just how we are. Like, if you're going through something and I'll say, sis, just talk to me. I don't want to talk about it.
Yep.
If I'm going through something, all right, sis, I'm really not want to talk. No, tell me, why is it that when you don't want to talk about something, we don't talk about it? But you actually force me to talk about it.
Because I can. I don't know what to tell you. It's because, I don't know why the dynamics are like that.
You realize
but I do realize that because I'm a fixer. And you know that. So I know whatever it is, I could find a way to give you a solution to fix the problem. Not to say that you can't help me, but I'm very, very emotional. So if I don't talk about it, it's because I don't have the mental capacity at that moment to talk about it. That's all. Not because you won't help me. It's because, not too long ago I was going through something, and I call it my happy place. I would run to my happy place, and you were like, girl, what's wrong? What's going on? And you could sense that something, I was off. And it's because I was not afraid to talk about it, but it was too hard.
Right.
But then eventually when I was able to get to a place where I can give voice to the pain, I was like, sissy, you know what was going on over there?
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh, that's why.
But go ahead. Sis.
But giving each other space to be able to talk about the hard things is important.
Sis, because in the beginning, I used to get offended by it.
Yeah, I remember.
I used to get offended, like, yo, talk to me. Like, what is going on? I would get an attitude because you're going through.
Yeah.
But I had to learn that you're going to come around in your time. And if I give you that space, it's not only helping you, but it also calls me to look at myself like, Michelle, are you being selfish because you just want to know what's wrong with your friend? Like, and I had to check that. So now when you're going through, I'll say, sis, don't tell me nothing is wrong. Just say, I can't talk about it right now. Because that lets me know, okay.
Yeah.
Instead of me guessing and all that other kind of stuff, which is amazing that I give you that space. But you're like up my back about, just tell me what's going on. Like, what's wrong?
Because then I get irritated. And then I'm like, is somebody messing with you? Did somebody make you mad? Did somebody hurt your
You
feelings?
really do. Like, what is my space? What is my time frame?
You don't need it. You don't need
But
it.
that's another part of the specialness that we have in our friendship, that we're able to understand each other's personality
Yes.
and ways, so it's not a conflict anymore. We just know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I love what you said, that understanding each other's personalities is vital in a friendship relationship. And like you also said, giving each other space to grow is vital.
Yeah.
But then also being that person that is safe.
Yeah.
Be that safe friend.
Yep.
Don't talk about your friend behind her back.
Yeah.
You got an issue with her, go to her
Yeah.
directly.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because what I have seen a lot of times in the friendship groups, and this is why my circle is so small, because the ones that are close to me is because I want them there.
Yeah.
But not everybody is a confidant.
Right. And you shouldn't have a lot of confidence.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Well, ladies, if you're watching, you shouldn't have a lot of confidence.
No, you should not. One of the things that I would love to challenge our sisters is learn how to unite ourselves and learn how to identify with who is your tribe.
Yeah.
Because not everybody that you're in relationship with necessarily is your person.
Yeah. And I think that's a good place for us to pause.